So one of my favorite ways to catch fish is skipping a frog. That key word I just said, skipping, can sometimes be tough. But if you spend a little time, watch this video, practice a little bit, it's not very hard, and you'll catch more fish, bigger fish, and fish that your buddies miss, because they can't skip. So before we go any further into skipping, I gotta warn you, I gotta tell you, you will get backlashes when you're learning. You will ruin a few spools of line probably, and overruns, bird nests, whatever you want to call them, it happens in skipping. Happens to me every day. It's gonna happen, but we're gonna work through it. So to get to skipping, here's how I set my reel, all right? We'll start from the top. Tighten this drag, this tension knob on the side, we're gonna tighten it all the way down. And then we're gonna take our centrifugal brakes and we're gonna pop 4 of them out, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna put 2 of them in, all right? So that's the brakes, that's how we got them popped out. And then on a deadbolt, we got a magnetic setting on the side too. We're gonna put him at 0, so we got no brakes. So that's how we're gonna start, and from there we're gonna dial it in a little bit, all right? So let's get to skipping. So in my opinion, the best place to learn to skip is out in open water first. That way you're not intimidated by overhanging trees or docks or whatever. Just get out in open water, just back off the bank a little bit, practice on your rod angle, getting that rod in the right angle, and just getting that bait skipping. Try right-handed, try left-handed, and then once you get comfortable with it, then you can move to the bank and start skipping around cover. But I just like to start in open water and get the movements down, get my rod moving the right way, get my reel dialed in with the tension and the brakes, and then move in and start skipping heavy cover and catching monster bass. So a big deal in skipping and getting that bait to go right where you want it to go is learning how far in front of cover do you need the frog to hit the water. Sometimes my bait will hit the water 6-8 foot in front of the cover where I want it to go to get that bait to skip where I want it to go. Sometimes it's only a foot. It all depends on how hard I'm casting, how far I am from the cover. But that's just something you'll learn when you're skipping baits, is how far away from the cover you want the bait to hit the water and skip and keep going. So that's, once you get your reel down in, once you get your arm angle and your rod at the right position, that's something else you learn. That's another step that comes to getting that bait where you want it to go. So I hope this information helps you learn to be a better skipper, a better caster, and catch more fish. Skipping can be very intimidating because it looks and it might seem hard. It is sometimes. But if you slow down, set your reel like we talked about at a good point, good starting point, and then work from there, whether loosen it up or tighten it a little more. Once you get that rod angle, once you learn even if you get a backlash with the big line you're using, it's not going to hurt. And using that bigger line is going to stop you from getting as many backlashes and that type of stuff. You get a little more confidence, you get a good feel for it, you start putting baits where your buddy can't, and you start catching more fish. So hopefully this helped. Hopefully it helps you put a few more fish in the bowl and have a little more fun in the water. If it helps you out, let me know. If not, let me know. We'll try to make it better. But skipping is a real good way to catch big fish, unpressured fish, and hopefully you can do some of that and have some good times in the water.